What's going on, everybody? Justin here. The Winds of Change is the channel name, and thank you for stopping by. Today, I'm going to share with you an interview that I recently did with a program called Bqool. Now, Bqool is a program that reprices your Amazon inventory based on parameters that you put in, right? It's actually a really great tool. I've been using it for a long time. There is a link down below. It is an affiliate link, so it doesn't cost you anything extra, but helps me out if you decide to sign up through that link. There is a monthly charge to it, but you can click on that down below to find out everything you need to know about the program. Check it out. I hope you all enjoy. Don't forget to sub at the end of the video, like the content, and check out that affiliate link.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we could have a very special guest. His name is Justin and he's been selling on Amazon for more than 10 years. Justin is doing mostly retail arbitrage, and today he will share with us how he's doing his Amazon business and more importantly how he's using a Bqool Repricer to help his business. Hello Justin, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Can you tell us how did Bqool Repricer help your Amazon business?
Bqool has been a huge lifesaver. I get so many different products from the kind of business model that I do. It's not like I have five things and I sell them over and over, right? I mean, you're constantly getting new ASINs, which is Amazon's identifier number for their products. Say you've got 100 different products, it's going to take a lot of time to manually price all those. And so with Bqool, once I get my rules set up at a price, right? Because the biggest thing for me is like if I'm going to sell something for $49.99 and somebody drops it to $49.95, I would gladly sell it for $49.95, but they could get the buy box with 5 cents less and me never even know about it because I don't have time to check on everything. With Bqool, it'll catch it and it'll fluctuate it based on my parameters, the rules that I set for it. And so I don't really have to worry about it. There's been a lot of times where I'll set something for 20 bucks and it ends up selling for, 19.95 or even 23. Sometimes it even raise it. It takes a lot of the time invested in handling products, frees up time to do other stuff.
And why do you choose a Bqool Repricer?
Well, with Bqool, there's so many different customization options. Like I could say, okay, I don't want to compete against people that have a 1-star rating. I want to lower my price to match the buy box, but I don't want to lower it any more than 5% in one drop. So that way, if I have it at 20 and somebody drops it to 10, I'm not going to drop all the way to 10 because if I don't have it set like that, you don't want to do that and then realize, oh man, I just lost a bunch of money because I had this set up wrong. So it's got a lot of customization options, which is really cool. I really like, you can even one thing I think is cool. There's some sellers that go to some of the same places that I get my products from, and they will always sell at a lower price, and it's super frustrating. So I can even take that seller and I say don't compete with this seller like all the way out and not even have to worry about it. So a lot of different customizations is really the key for me.
How do you think your buy box improved since you started to use a Bqool Repricer?
It's sort of hard to tell because I didn't have anything before Bqool to tell me what my buy box win was. It's like 13% in December for all my products. I think it was 11% last month in November. The cool thing about it is that with Bqool, you can see the buy box percentage on each item. So like if I have all of my parameters set and I can run it by buy box one, so I can say, okay, maybe this rule isn't really working for this product because I've got 0 buy box wins, or maybe there's something else. So even if the buy box win isn't as high as I want it to be, I can sort of play around with it to get it to where I'd like it to be.
When it comes to deciding what kind of rules to choose or how to set the rules, how do you usually decide for this product I will choose this rule and
Yeah.
for other product I will choose other rule?
When you first start, there's a lot to learn, right? It's not just like you one button and then turn your brain off. You still have to be sort of involved. There's a lot of good default customizations with Bqool, but honestly, I Googled some and did some YouTube and I got some videos out there of people who are using it and said, hey, this is what I'm using. So I started using that and then just customized it from there, right? So if my items over a certain amount of time, I check it once a week, right? I go through all my items. So if something's not performing how I want it to, I may say, oh, hey, on this one, I may need to change who I'm competing with on this. And so
Mm.
may tweak it a little bit. So part of it's just experience of others, part of it's personal experience. And then if I want to sell something faster, a lot of times I'll just use one of the defaults for Bqool. I forget, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's like it competitively does and aggressively goes after the buy box. So it's like I think it's like AI maximize sales or something like that, to where it'll push it out to go under what I would normally would to try to really get that buy box.
If someone wants to start to use a Bqool repricer, like what kind of like tips can you give to those people?
First tip would be to sign up for it, right? And then just start playing around with the settings. If you're nervous about it, you don't have to take all of your items and start repricing them. You could take a sample, 5 different items, say, and then put the different defaults on there and sort of see how it reacts, right? You get more comfortable with how it's going, then maybe start to do some more customizations, create your own rules and that kind of stuff. And so there's always going to be things as a seller that you're going to grow and learn. And then as you grow and learn those, you can start to take those and apply them to your rules on the Bqool repricer.
If you can choose like one superpower to have, like what kind of superpower would you like to have?
I think patience. I think you could say that a superpower, right? Not a lot of people have it anyway. And the reason I say that is because there's been a lot of times where if I would have just waited instead of rushing, then things would have worked out anyway. Maybe they would have worked out, better. If you put it into like a business model or reselling model, say you've got something you're selling for $40 and then somebody undercuts you by 35, and then somebody drops it to 25, and you think, oh my gosh, it's going to keep dropping. So then you drop it and then you sell out. And then in 3 weeks, it goes back up. You're like, if I would have just waited, I would have made so much more money, or whatever it is, or even just with, life in general, just being patient. So
Justin, like someone wants to find you on social media, where should they go like to follow you?
I do have a YouTube channel. It is called The Winds of Change. Wins like WINS. So it's the Winds of Change YouTube channel, and it's the same on Instagram. It's the_wins WINS_of_change.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna make sure to include those links in the description. So guys, go and make sure to follow Justin on his YouTube and Instagram account. And yeah, we're getting to the end of our webinar today. Thank you so much, Justin, for sharing like all of those tips, suggestions, and some of your experience, because I think this is very valuable to people, especially you've been selling on Amazon for like more than 10 years. I think it's not that many Amazon sellers who's been there like for so long. So I think it's really great to have a chance to talk to you today. And yeah, thank you for today's video.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Alex. Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. So I really appreciate it.
I will see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.